Hi there, and welcome to Rumor Spill. Fantasia Barino recently shared her thoughts on the ongoing conflict between Oprah Winfrey and Taraji P. Henson, echoing Henson's grievances about unfair treatment in Hollywood. Joining a growing chorus of voices, Fantasia supports Henson's claims that black actors are often underpaid and undervalued. Her remarks further ignited the conversation about racial disparities in the entertainment industry. Taraji P. Henson's recent interview shed light on the issue of unequal treatment faced by black actors in Hollywood, from disparities in pay to a lack of support and unequal marketing budgets. Henson's candid discussion highlights the systemic barriers that continue to hinder the advancement of black entertainers in the industry. Fantasia explained to Gayle King at the Golden Globes, "When we first said that this movie was going to be a healing thing, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that people would try to break that down." Vivica A. Fox responded to TMZ's inquiry about whether it's the right time for the entertainment industry to address the mishandling of black actresses by stating, "I'm very happy, very blessed, and to each his own." While noting that she personally didn't have the same negative experiences, she emphasized the importance of individuals speaking out for their piece. Fox expressed understanding and appreciation for those advocating for each other, but clarified that she's content with her own situation. In a surprising twist, Fantasia Barino turned down Oprah Winfrey herself when offered the chance to reprise her role as Celie in a big-screen musical adaptation of The Color Purple, despite having previously portrayed the character on Broadway 16 years ago. Barino found the experience emotionally draining and traumatic, revealing that it left her life in shambles. Refusing to revisit the role, Barino expressed her reluctance to carry Celie's burden once more, opting to prioritize her well-being over the opportunity presented by Winfrey. "My life was in shambles," Barino states, explaining how draining it was to portray Celie's journey for 8 shows a week. "I carried her every day, all day, and I didn't like that feeling." Despite swearing off the role after her Broadway run ended, director Blitz Bazawule managed to change Fantasia Barino's mind about reprising her role in the film adaptation. He flew to her North Carolina home and shared his unique vision for the character, particularly emphasizing Celie's transformative encounter with Shug Avery, portrayed by Taraji P. Henson. This portrayal offered Barino a fresh perspective on the role and the story, ultimately leading her to reconsider her previous stance. In a pivotal scene planned by director Blitz Bazawule, Shug Avery asks Celie to crank a gramophone while she bathes, triggering Celie's imagination in the process. This encounter was envisioned to occur on a massive record player, with Celie singing her way through her awakening. Fantasia Barino, intrigued by this concept, appreciated the opportunity to delve into Celie's inner thoughts, something not easily achievable on stage. Recognizing that film allows for more access to Celie's inner monologue, Barino embraced the idea, ultimately agreeing to take on the role once more. Fantasia Barino displayed an unwavering dedication to her role as Celie, even though it evoked deep-seated emotions about her own history of violence and sexual abuse in past relationships. "I was either 22 or 23. My life at the time was a bit all over the place, so I felt like I was carrying my cross and her cross, and that wasn't easy. So I'm a singer, the acting world was new for me. I didn't know how to come out of the character, so I went home as Celie. I woke up as Celie. I would call my mother, boo-hooing, and she would just say, 'What? What is the matter?' I'm like, 'I don't know. I can't let her go.' So I think that was where the fear came in for me, but I'm glad I didn't let fear stop me because I totally see Celie differently now." Despite the option to use a stunt double for scenes where Celie's husband, Mr., hits her, Barino adamantly insisted on taking the stage and punching herself. Coleman Domingo, who portrays Mr., expressed concern, but Barino saw it as a chance to confront her past rather than evade it. By facing the violence head-on, Barino felt she could finally release herself from the trauma inflicted by past abusers, viewing it as a powerful act of self-liberation. Despite her formidable vocal abilities, Fantasia Barino felt apprehensive about performing the emotionally charged anthem "I'm Here" as Celie in the musical adaptation. While she possessed the vocal range required for the song, Barino struggled with the intense emotional depth of the lyrics, which resonated closely with her own experiences. Singing from the depths of her soul, Barino found it challenging to separate herself from Celie's journey, fearing she might not fully do justice to the character's emotional journey. I'm Celie. I never thought I was beautiful. I was that little black girl with big lips. I had a gift. I knew I had a gift, but I never thought I was beautiful. Picked on, bullied, and molested at a young age. MH. How young were you? How were you about 7, 8? So all of those things that I bury when I step into Celie's shoes, they come back up. Barino reflects on her connection to the character. The Color Purple marks Fantasia Barino's first major film role, following her portrayal of herself in the 2006 Lifetime movie Life Is Not a Fairy Tale, the Fantasia Barino story, which was based on her memoir. Consequently, Barino had limited experience with the rigorous demands of filming, especially the repetitive nature of multiple takes and the endurance required to sing each bar of every song numerous times, often in adverse weather conditions. Despite the challenges, Barino remained committed to delivering her best performance. Director Blitz Bazawule recalls a particularly poignant moment during the filming of I'm Here, where Barino's emotional delivery of the climactic line, I'm beautiful, and I'm here resonated deeply, signaling the culmination of Celie's journey. I realized Celie was not ugly, she says. Celie was not crazy. Celie was not filthy. Nothing about her was dumb. She was the piece of the whole puzzle that kept everybody together. Though bringing Celie to the screen was punishing, it was also liberating. I'm grateful that I did not allow those voices in my head to hold me back from stepping into this woman's shoes, she says. It was important that I did. During a SiriusXM interview with Gayle King, while promoting her latest film The Color Purple, Taraji P. Henson broke down in tears, revealing her struggles in Hollywood. When King asked about rumors of Henson considering quitting acting, the Oscar and Emmy-nominated actor opened up about reaching her breaking point due to ongoing issues of being underpaid. I'm just tired of working so hard, being good at what I do, and getting paid a fraction of the cost, Henson said. I'm tired of hearing my sister say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people say, you work a lot. Well, I have to. The math ain't math. When you start working a lot, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. It's a whole team behind us. They have to get paid.
In an emotionally charged moment during the interview, Taraji P. Henson continued to express her frustrations with the systemic challenges faced by Black actors in Hollywood. Breaking down the financial realities behind reported earnings, Henson highlighted the significant cuts taken by taxes in her team, leaving her with a fraction of the reported income. Despite her groundbreaking achievements, Henson lamented being consistently undervalued and forced to negotiate from a disadvantaged position each time. She passionately questioned the industry's refusal to adequately compensate Black actors and invest in diverse stories, citing excuses such as the perceived lack of international appeal. Henson's raw honesty shed light on the entrenched biases and barriers that continue to hinder Black creatives in the entertainment industry.
Taraji P. Henson's frustration with the industry's systemic injustices boiled over as she emphasized her exhaustion with the persistent obstacles faced by Black actors. With over 2 decades of experience, Henson condemned the pattern of being undervalued and undercompensated, despite witnessing ample resources allocated to other productions. She refused to passively accept the industry's soul-crushing dynamics, emphasizing her determination to maintain her integrity by diversifying her endeavors beyond acting. Supporting Henson's assertions, The Color Purple director Blitz Bazawule echoed her sentiments, recounting the uphill battle he faced to secure the casting of his talented lead actors. Despite their undeniable talents and successes, Bazawule revealed that he had to fight tooth and nail for their roles, underscoring the unjust scrutiny and skepticism they encountered. His remarks shed light on the pervasive biases and double standards that continue to plague the entertainment industry, emphasizing the need for systemic change and greater recognition of Black talent. Prior to her SiriusXM interview, Taraji P. Henson discussed her decision-making process regarding The Color Purple during a SAG-AFTRA discussion with Variety's Angelique Jackson. She revealed that she nearly turned down the project due to pay disparities, aiming to set an example for her female co-stars and advocate for fair compensation. Henson highlighted her commitment to solidarity among women in the industry, emphasizing the importance of supporting each other's efforts to combat systemic inequities. This stance aligns with Henson's ongoing advocacy for fair pay in Hollywood, a topic she has been vocal about for years. In 2019, she disclosed her initial salary offer for her Oscar-nominated role in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, underscoring the stark pay discrepancies she has encountered throughout her career. Despite her accolades and contributions to major productions, Henson's experiences serve as a stark reminder of the persistent gender and racial disparities that continue to plague the entertainment industry. Taraji P. Henson clarified her stance on her salary negotiations for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, emphasizing that her request for fair compensation was not intended to diminish the contributions of her co-stars Brad Pitt and Cate Blanchett. Acknowledging their star power and box office appeal, Henson reiterated her belief that they deserved their respective salaries. However, she felt it was only equitable to advocate for her own worth as the third billed actor on the project. Expressing frustration over the disparity between her requested salary of $500,000 and the offered amount of $100,000, Henson highlighted the lack of parity in compensation despite her significant role in the film. When you hear someone say, "Oh, such and such made $10 million, no, that's not what made it to their account. No, know that, off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. That's right. Okay, so do the math. Now we have $5 million. Your team is getting 30%, or whatever your team is, off of what you grossed, not after what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. So I'm only human. And it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did. And I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, Henson said, conveying her weariness with the industry's practices. Her candid account of the negotiation process resonated with many, including a Black Lady sketch show creator Robin Thede, who shared Henson's emotional interview on social media, affirming the authenticity of her experiences and the importance of her message. 70 to 80% of gross income is gone off the top for taxes and commissions, agents, managers, and lawyers, and for those who pay other employees as well. Baby, the math ain't math. And I know you're like, $10 million minus $8 million is still $2 million. However, $10 million is very rare. Most of your favorite black actresses make about $250,000, $500,000 for starring in movies. So $50,000, $100,000 net, and I might only get one project a year, Thede wrote, highlighting the financial realities faced by black actresses in Hollywood. Cat Williams has ignited controversy by discussing details about Oprah Winfrey, leading to speculation about tensions between them. Reports indicate that Oprah has responded firmly, issuing a warning to Cat. Additionally, rumors suggest that the situation has escalated to the point where Cat has received anonymous death threats, with some suspicions directed toward Oprah. Let's delve deeper into the events that took place between them. In a recent interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe, Cat Williams shocked the world, accumulating nearly 40 million views since its airing several days ago. The 3-hour conversation on January 3 RD didn't shy away from controversy, as Williams fearlessly explored his upbringing, decades-long career, and even his clashes with other big-name comedians. Williams expressed his view that people are more similar than they realize, regardless of their location. He argued that if one truly traveled and saw different cultures, they would understand that there are more good people than bad. He criticized the tendency to focus on the negative aspects of a place, using Paris as an example, where tourists might only see the Eiffel Tower without experiencing the city's drawbacks. Allegations have surfaced that Oprah Winfrey has a track record of betraying black artists. Toni Braxton, known for her reluctance to forgive and forget, reminisced about a 1998 interview with Oprah where she faced criticism for her spending habits. Braxton felt that Oprah was so freaking mean to her, as she was reprimanded for her spending, which eventually led to her bankruptcy filing years later. Supermodel Cindy Crawford also accused Oprah of treating her as mere property and delving into personal aspects of her marriage with Richard Gere during a broadcast. These incidents have raised questions about Oprah's portrayal as a savior and humanitarian, sparking backlash online. Cat Williams, known for his controversial nature, shared his thoughts on being one of the most controversial comedians in the game. He acknowledged that he might not be the funniest person on the planet, but he's aware of his place in the comedy world. He also commented on the humor in the industry, suggesting that large sums of money can exacerbate the mental strain experienced by celebrities. Marlon Wayans recently weighed in on a conversation sparked by Cat Williams regarding black men wearing dresses in Hollywood. During an appearance on Los Angeles' Real 92.3 radio show, The Cruise Show, Wayans shared his perspective on the matter. He expressed frustration over the double standards faced by black entertainers, noting that while white actors like Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman have also portrayed female roles, they are celebrated and awarded for their performances. Wayans emphasized that the notion of selling out by wearing a dress is not reflective of an artist's mindset, challenging the stigma surrounding black actors who take on such roles. Social media users have entered discussions about the conversation, with some pointing out the pressure of Hollywood to compromise masculine power for a price. Others have noted that Taraji P. Henson isn't the first woman being blacklisted, pointing out how Oprah did the same thing to Mo'Nique back in 2009. Over a decade has passed since Mo'Nique's Oscar win, and her career hasn't reached the heights it should have, with blame squarely placed on Oprah, who seems to have played a major role in hindering Mo'Nique's success. Mo'Nique, the comedian and Oscar winner, is exposing everything ahead of her upcoming Netflix comedy special. She is revisiting her standing in Hollywood, particularly concerning her relationship with Oprah Winfrey. Mo'Nique accused both Oprah and Tyler Perry some years back of spreading rumors about her being difficult to work with when she opted out of the Oscars campaign press for Precious. This move didn't sit well with director Lee Daniels, leading to a fallout that she eventually patched up last year. However, the fallout also prompted opinions from other heavyweights like Tyler Perry and Oprah, contributing to Mo'Nique feeling blackballed in the industry. Mo'Nique talked about her not-so-friendly encounter with Oprah, revealing that she got a half-baked apology from the TV icon in 2014. The awkward reunion went down at a bash celebrating Lupita Nyong'o, marking the first time the feuding duo shared the same space since Oprah aired Mo'Nique's family drama on her show. Mo'Nique felt that Oprah's apology was not genuine, as it seemed like she was trying to avoid taking responsibility for her actions. Mo'Nique's experiences highlight the challenges that black actresses face in Hollywood, where they often encounter systemic barriers and biases that hinder their careers. Despite these obstacles, Mo'Nique remains a powerful voice in the entertainment industry, advocating for fairness and equity for all artists. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.